And then okay, I will go to art school, and I was going home and saying to my dad, okay, now I got it, I will go to study arts. And he was like, no way, you're doing, you don't know how unstable it is, your life will be miserable. It's better to have a good job before you do art. You can keep arts as a hobby. Okay, hello, my name is Anna-Maija Rissanen. I'm Belgian-Finnish artist. At the moment I live in Järveenpää, even though I have a second home in Brussels. My both parents are Finnish, but I asked for the Belgian citizenship just to feel ease with my identity, so that I can be both Finnish or Belgian, or citizen of the world. I'm a painter. I also do printmaking, installations, all kind of works, but mostly I'm a professional artist. My work is about silence, about being in between Chinese and Western landscape painting, and between abstract and figurative. I want with my work that people feel at ease, can rest and relax. Through the contemplation, go to travel in the landscape. When I was in school, like high school, I liked doing art. That was my favorite class, was the art school, art classes. When my art teacher was asking, like, are you gonna be an artist? And I was like, no, I will have a steady job, so I will go study economics. So I did that. But after 1 year doing management in Brussels, I realized it's not really my stuff. It's just going over my head. And then I was okay, I will go to art school, and I was going home and saying to my dad, okay, now I got it, I will go to study arts. And he was like, no way, you're doing, you don't know how unstable it is, your life will be miserable. It's better to have a good job before you do art. You can keep arts as a hobby. I took about half a year all the time telling him, like, I will prove you, even though now I'm like blue eyes, naive, I will prove that I will make my living from art. And then I got in the art school in Académie Royale des Beaux-Arts, Brussels, Royal Academy of Fine Arts of Brussels, and I got in with a good grades, and I felt being finally at home. As you have noticed, my hands shake. I have the essential tremor. It's neurological. It's not disease. It's something like there's just a misconnection in the neurological system, and it makes that like my hands always shake. There are people whose shaking is much more stronger, and actually, for me, when I was learning the Chinese painting, my most difficult task was to keep my hands steady and do a line that's not shaking. It took me about a month or two to understand how to get my hands steady. And it was about emptying my mind, like pure Zen mode. There's like nothing in my mind. If there was something I was thinking, my hand will shake. Through meditation, through just looking how the ink comes from the point of the brush, I could steady my hand. And that was something very revealing for myself, for my work too, because I could now use my trembling in my painting, and also use the strong Chinese strokes that are steady and like sure. This, yeah, my sketchbooks. I have plenty of sketchbooks, but this is one bigger sketchbook I've been using for different projects. This was actually the school project for the PhD. We have to. I felt a little bit like being back to art school when doing the exercises. We have a nude model. I'm actually every Wednesday during not in the summer holidays now, but I'm drawing a nude model in with a couple other painters to keep up with drawing tool, like because the hand, it's very quickly you will lose the ability to draw if you don't practice weekly. They're like 3-minute poses. Yeah, that's still not much here. Yes, the inspiration. So not only inspiration comes from outside, from the other artists' works or of the nature or the places I travel to, but also from my own work. So I actually have a pile of like works I've done, or some really like precious works for me that I keep like looking and reworking, taking elements from that and redoing and going on further and further. Then there's also one other thing that inspires me, are the techniques. If I have bought a like new tool, new colors, I'm like really excited to see how it will work. I can take an example. For example, I was discovered of Molotov colors. These ones, they're acrylic pens. Before I could only buy them from the those who make graffiti, from the graffiti shop. Nowadays you can also buy in the art shop. But these ones, I just fell in love with them, and I was then using it everywhere. And it was something really different from what I used to do, like have really nice soft colors. But then when I come with really opaque colors and drawing on it, it gave a different dimension for the work. So that was something that's inspired me to and develop my work further. Since when I have an exhibition, like I had in Brussels, I welcomed everyone who came to the exhibition. I told about my works. I explained what's the history behind the works and give the story behind it. And then the clients were like, oh, I love it, and then they bought it. Since then, I have been more serious about what I do. It's just not just painting for my own pleasure, but also for others, and that I want to make it as my living. It's my profession. It's my work to be an artist. That's me.